Everyone and welcome for a new Final Fantasy XIV video. In today's video, I wanted to cover the second part of Eureka. So if you didn't saw the first video talking about Eureka, I was covering all the bases of Eureka and what make Eureka so different of other instances in Final Fantasy XIV. So if you didn't saw the first part of the video and you don't know anything about Eureka, I will advise you to first see the first video, so you can find it on the top right corner of the video, and to watch that first because it will cover all the bases, and all the bases will also be reusable in this video. So let's directly cover Pagos. So Pagos is the second instance that you can access after level 20, and the max level in Pagos will be level 35. To access Pagos, you will have to finalize all the quests that you will receive in Anemos. So I think it's 5 different quests. And when you finalize all the quests, you will be able to access this new zone. In this new area, you have 3 things that are really important that I wanted to cover and to help you guide into this instance. The first one is the quest. The quest that you will receive, so the same main quest of Eureka that you will receive, will be super important and really critical if you want to be the most efficient in farming Pagos. The reason why is because at level 25, you will unlock the Vityathid Aether crystal yield, and it's a reserve of energy that you will get when you kill monsters, and this energy will be traded into a forge that I will show you just after to create the fragments that you will need for your weapon. So if you are farming the relic, you will need this energy that will be converted into a crystal. And if you don't do the quest and you go to level 35 and after that you do the quest, like I did, because I was a newbie when I started Eureka, you will have to refarm again a lot of monsters to get all the crystal you need to be able to get the relic. So really important, as soon as you unlock a new quest when you level up, do the quest, because at level 25 you will get the quest with Gerald to unlock this little jauge that you will have to fill in with the monsters. The second thing that is changing in Eureka, it's the additions of a monster that is really, really annoying and everyone hates. It's the dragon. So I will go to a dragon and I will show you how to behave with them. Before covering the dragons, I just wanted to show you some really hard parts of the map that you will have to exert and try to be careful with, because a lot of notorious monsters are accessible when you are jumping in this tricky part of the zone. So by tricky part of the zone, I mean that in these locations, so in 10.2, 21.4, and on these 2 locations right here, around here and around here, you will have the exact same system that I will show you right now. It's a jump that you need to make into the cliff. So as you can see here, you will have to jump in this little part that I'm putting with my mouse. You will have to jump right here to be able to access the cave that will give you the access to this area where you will be able to find the notorious monster that it's called Brothers. And if you miss to jump here, then you will have to do the way again and probably miss the notorious monster because people are not waiting super long before killing the monster. So you have to be super careful. This one is pretty easy because as you can see, the zone is pretty big, but the one that you will find on the right side are a little bit more tricky and you will have dragons that will wait for you. So it can be a little bit complex at start. Now let's discuss dragons. So the dragons are localized a little bit everywhere in the zone. So I think you have one right here. You have another dragons right here. You have one when you fall from the cliff. You have one when you are entering this area here. And you have one at the locations I'm just going to now. So here is the dragon, the frozen void dragons. They are all the same in this area, and you will also be able to find them in Pagos, so the next instance that I will cover in the next video. The particularity of this dragon is that they are sleeping, as you can see, the little bubbles that you see on the left side. And if you run like that, you will wake up the dragons, and it's pretty hard to beat. Like by yourself, it's kind of challenging to beat it. It's maybe impossible to beat it. So just be super careful, and what you need to do to be able to go in this area, you need to walk. So as you can see, I'm walking right now. So it's pretty easy for me because I have a remote, but you have the control to walk instead of run. And as you can see, if you are walking, you will not wake up the dragons and you will not get killed. I wanted to bring you here because it's the locations where you will need to access the crystal forge. So when you filled in your little jauge here on the right side, when you filled in it, you will be able to trade it for crystal right here. And the maximum of energy that you can get on your holder, it's 9. So after 9, you will see that you will not be able to get more energy from the monsters, and you will have to come here and to trade your energy to create crystals. So when you are approaching 9, come here, trade it, and it will be better for you. Now that we covered the differentiations of Pagos, the crystal, the energy, the forge locations, the cliff, and the dragons, the last thing that I wanted to cover in this video is the crystal. So to be able to unlock this crystal, you will have to be level 30. And to be able to unlock this crystal, you will have to be level 32. So going there by yourself can be a challenging moment. So yeah, if you are not level 30 or 32, don't try to get the crystals because you will probably get killed, and it will not be really worth the travel because you will not be able to synthesize with the crystal. So yeah, that's kind of it about Pagos. Pagos is not the world's most loved area in Eureka because the dragons are unforgiven. And you will see that you have a lot of monsters in the area, so it can make a little bit overwhelming to run Pagos at start. My last advice for you will be to not come to Pagos at level 20, but maybe stay a little bit more in Anemos until level 22 like I did, and you will see that the starts will be a little bit easier for you. And you will be able to access some fates that will give you more experiences because you will see that the experience that you get from the Notorious Monster are much higher than Anemos. So try to get 21, 22, come to Pagos, and it will be a much pleasant experience for you folks. So yeah, I think that's kind of it for Pagos. In my next video, I will be covering the next zone that is Pyros, because Pyros is introducing a bunch of new elements in Eureka that are really cool. But yeah, I will try to cover them into the next video. If you like the video, or if you have any advice or feedback or stuff that you would like to see, or any questions about Eureka, feel free to put a comment in the video below. And if you enjoy the video, feel free to like and potentially subscribe if you want to continue to follow my content and to be able to be part of the adventure. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and talk to you soon. Bye bye.